That heifer right there just don't even care.
Save yourself now.
Action. What do you say, folks? Hope everybody having a fine Sunday evening.
Yes,
It's a hot one in these parts.
it is. It is very hot.
Doing pretty good. Sun shining. Finally got a break from the rain a little bit, but I think we're going to get back into that mess too long next week or so. Supposed to go to raining quite a bit. Maybe
Is it?
well, they jawing about some kind of disturbance down there in the Gulf of America, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, Ron said it made it to 99 at his house today.
99. I mean, it seemed like some of y'all, the way that Howard the weatherman says it, that the ridge, whatever the ridge, however the weather works and all that, but for the most part, a lot of y'all's had a hotter summer than we've had so far. These last few days, about 3 or 4 days, have been okay, our typical summer weather.
It's been nasty hot there.
Well up in the 90s. The humidity's probably 97%. All the fun stuff about living down here.
And so Chucky said he's getting more rain.
Alright.
It's what they say.
Where was all the rain in the spring?
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. But the good Lord's got things going on. So we trust him. He's got it worked out.
Yeah.
Listen, boy, chat is flying
Yeah,
this
it
evening.
is. I'm trying to keep up. I'm not missing.
Let's see here. Let me holler at some of y'all real quick in the chat, and we'll get into whatever we're gonna get into tonight. But
Nobody knows.
no, Grayson, man, done got first. Jack got in here with second. Danae, she tried pulling off number 3. Who else? Got Dale, Rodney, James, and yes, sir, I did. I checked the messages probably 10 minutes ago. I was like, I better check them emails, see what's happening yet, because I don't have the buzzer on for a lot of stuff. Like for the Book of Faces, I turn that thing off. I get tired of hearing the ding and all that stuff all day long.
I turned it off long ago.
So I have to remind myself every so often to go in and check like the email and stuff like that. But I did get your message. And if you didn't,
No, Dad, if you slip a number, that means you got to talk more to get your number back.
this crown and numbers thing.
Yeah.
The only thing I figured out from it is it's like whoever's commenting the most, it has you as.
That's what Keith said.
Oh, okay. There's confirmation then on the ID.
Oh, Keith took your number 1 spot.
And where did I leave off at there? James Noel explaining the email.
We got a new name.
Who's that there?
Breezy's Beans.
Breezy Bean?
I don't think I've seen that name before.
Oh, appreciate y'all dropping by.
Yeah, for sure.
Who what? Mr. Mike Taneway, Mr. Russell Aim in there. Bundy, good to see you. He's filming up there in that fine country. Who have we got? Pennsylvania. Can't believe you. Mr. Bill Lee,
I hadn't seen my friend Miss Leona tonight.
DC. Oh, maybe they'll get in here for too long.
Hope she's feeling okay.
Collector Rick, good to see you. Let's see that. I don't want to miss nobody in here. Carl, his 2B brats.
I thought I would have.
I bet.
got in the chat.
Brian and Jen. Wonder if he got a bowl of ice cream in his lap right now. Who else? Minnesota Mike. Wait a minute. I just,
There's too many mics to keep straight anymore.
well,
Speaking of, I don't know.
I was trying to read Minnesota. Okay, there.
Are
Starting.
those buddy mics? Aren't they?
Where's Mike Conley? He's
Haven't
lurking
seen
back
it.
there somewhere. You bet you. Minnesota Mike starting to extract here. Test a new Hillco Springs. Lurking in the background. We'll film.
Oh,
Heard
cool.
that man got a new contraption
That sounds fun.
to make things go a little bit better. Mr.
Because
Randy.
Reese's Bits was saying he got one too. Was telling Mike. He went back to that. Just got his delivered. He's got high hopes.
Well, shoot you, y'all. Congratulations on the new equipment, everybody. And Lord knows that'll make things easier. It's nice getting that upgrade in
Yeah.
equipment,
Mm,
be able to run a little better.
I don't know what that feels like.
No, because we still do the old hand crank and the
All our stuff's old.
Yeah.
It works though. Can't complain.
well, it's redneck engineered a lot of it because like our uncapping deal is some kind of crate thing from the dollar store. I put some sheetrock screws on each end of it, and it holds a board. Boom, baby, works good. And we got the old hand crank. Maybe one day we'll get up to that motorized one. Did I holler at DC?
Oh, I talked about 13% humidity.
Man,
What's your problem?
get out of here with
Rubbing
that
it
California talk of 15% humidity.
Seriously.
Mm.
Y'all black your tails off if I turn my hair loose because it would just be boom.
Put
'Cause
Todd
it's
in
like
timeout.
89% humidity right now down here.
Somebody put Todd in timeout for talking like that. I don't know what it'd be like. I guess
He
we.
said, Mike said, I don't even hand crank my ice cream machine.
No.
We still got to hand crank one of them too.
Yep, got one down.
We do have the electric one too, though. But I still have the old hand crank.
Who done Mr. Dan Weaver? Got Todd in here talking 12% humidity.
13.
13, correction, 13.
It was 12 last
Them
night.
high
wasn't
numbers. Yeah, that's what you saying last night.
it? Mhm.
Who is it?
Yeah, I gotta apologize to Joey when he gets in here. I didn't last long after I said hey in the chat last night. I crashed. I was worn out.
Chris, it's good to see you, bud. I don't know if you seen it last week, but we had your daddy's picture up here.
James, he's got it in the stack. He thinks.
Boom. All right.
I like the confidence, James.
Yes.
There's Mr. Mike. Oh, I wasn't far off. He said 87%. What'd I guess? 89.
Right, yeah, first time. Let's see here, Todd. So when you get older, you want part-time work.
I'm
what do you
pretty sure
consider?
he's red flagged from all the Walmarts
I don't
within 100-mile radius of here. Their facial recognition system goes stupid when he walks through the door.
There he is.
Yeah, I ain't joking.
But I will say they do not harass me about receipts anymore, nor do I get the following around too much anymore in our local Walmart. I guess they're on to me watching them, watching me, and they're tired of my shenanigans and games, I guess. So
Probably so.
they just
Where
say,
your wife is.
yeah, because she says it every time we come through the door. Why do you do that? It's fun.
Oh, I'm getting to where I'm drifting further and further away before we walk in that door.
Oh, my razor.
Mhm.
No, that baby does plug into the wall. If not, my word, I'd have to have a bucket of oil around here to keep that thing from bogging down and not rusting.
Nobody knows what.
But yeah, it was time to hit my face a little bit. She,
Hmm.
she even asked me, why are you shaving this late?
It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Normally, the only time he's gonna shave is like 20 minutes before we walk out the door for church on Sunday morning. That's it. But I didn't make it to church today, so he threw a curveball going in there at 4:30, 5 o'clock, going to shave. So what's wrong with you?
Well, this week I'm gonna be working in the middle of a cow field, pretty much. No trees for 20 some odd acres. And we're gonna be putting a porch, patio and all that stuff on back of the house. And I was like, I know if I don't shave today, I ain't gonna do it the rest of the week, but I'm gonna burn up if I don't. So it's that time of the year, start mowing it on down a little bit. You answer, Mr. Russell.
I'm trying to.
Well, I'll go for a minute. You can tell
No,
everybody.
it's okay. I was just trying to type it. Yeah. No, Mr. Russell, I was trying to type in there, but no, I couldn't win a turtle race to save my life right now. But I'm getting there. It's just a lot slower than I would like. But
Everybody in the Walmart with picture stuff. Tim's been clean car.
she's a supervisor. Oh my gosh. They took the picture off the bulletin board. I doubt it. It's just in the back room behind the doors you can't get through. But it's in there somewhere.
If I remember, I'll tell this story at the end. But I try to keep it trimmed back, I guess, because yes, I was gonna go full on, just paw beard one time, and I was mistaken for, how can I say this?
Somebody from way across the pond that's real dark complected.
Yes, they thought I was part of a certain group. This one woman, and she was scared to death on an elevator with me, asking me if I was going to do this to the elevator. And I was like, no, ma'am, I'm not one of them people. But anyway, I'll tell y'all that at the end. But it was a pretty funny story.
Dan's done switched it over to food.
Where we at?
He was talking about he's fat and sassy from smoked brisket, so he going to bed soon. Hey, Philip. I don't know if you're still looking at your phone in the chat, so I'll just say hey.
Hey, Todd, as long as you keep it between the dishes, you're doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep on going.
There's Sarah.
I hear you, Phil. Good to know you got to the house safe. And, we'll dive into that here in just a few minutes on a few things.
Yeah, that woman was just pretty ridiculous, they say. But what was Mr. Dan talking about smoked brisket?
Hey now.
What'd y'all have with it, Mr. Dan?
Okay.
God. You sound like my brother. I'm getting tired that won't flush.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, I'm not in line. I was getting on to my little big brother so bad yesterday. Like, you're worse than my husband, Zach. Like, I told him like 3 times, act your age. And he had both of his girls. One's 6 and one's 4. One on each leg. And we're supposed to be being serious, quiet. The kid's playing the violin. And he's acting like he ain't got no more sense than either one of them. told him, I was like, act your age, dude. I'm fixing to grab you by the ear and take you out of here. And he was like, I can't act my age. I gotta act their age to entertain them. I was like, no, all three of y'all need to just sit down and act right for a minute. Sat in between Kim and Tim, thinking that would keep both of them chill, but no, it's just coming at me from both sides because they can't talk to each other.
Well, because I have my own thing too that, you know, I'm looking at my wife going, and what I'm seeing really happening, and she's like, yeah, this is really going on. And
we're not going there.
No, but
no, we're not going there.
I was just kind of like, well, all right. So yeah.
Well, what are you cooking, Todd? Don't leave us hanging. Candied roasted carrots.
Hey,
that sounds really
Who
good.
said that?
Mr. Dan. That's what he had with his brisket.
That's what I'm talking about. If that's anything close to what you do with carrots and honey when you cook,
No, mine wouldn't be candy. I just do honey butter carrots.
that is phenomenal.
But
Y'all,
the candied carrots sound really good.
Chris, I seen your comment, bud, about what do we how do we eat our honey?
At a proper yeah, they know better. I'll tell you the truth, Chris. When nobody's looking, I do shots like Sarah does on camera. I just like chug it from the jug. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, I figured you put brown sugar on it to make them candy. I'm gonna try that. That sounds good. Do them like sweet potatoes in the skillet.
That would be pretty good. Carl, my man, the door is open. So it's the playing field is ready to get tore up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, DC, it would help if he wasn't 6'2" and 220 pounds. I really don't know if I could whoop him anymore, especially the way I'm moving right now.
Now with that one, she'd have to get an equalizer and just
I'll kick him in the kneecap. No, he's not that. He's just my little brother.
You just have to learn.
He's a goofball.
Yeah.
He is such a goofball. Lord, I wish I could tell my mama.
Say serpentine.
Todd, I'm not sure because we don't have an exact date yet, but the youth will be probably one of the last Saturdays in September because we're going to swap with Joey. We're going to do it on a Saturday night. But I don't know, just say somewhere around the second week of September, you need to have it in by then. Or say the first week of September, just to be safe. But I was DC. I'm the runt. I'm the middle kid, but I'm the runt by far. I kick him in the kneecap in a heartbeat.
Carl, I'll get you that info, my man. That way it gets directly to the judge, and there's no middleman with me in between.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so Todd, what is blue curl? I know you're trying to cook, so when you answer that question for me, I'll leave you alone. But I ain't never heard of blue curl. Don't waste your time. That's hilarious.
I mean, that'll be, let's see, we got Mr. Russell Amon, his is here. Keith Spillman's.
Forgotten child. He said that's not the road, that's the forgotten child. Hey David, how's Emma doing? Hey, we need to do the prayer list when we get to off in crazy land, wherever we're gonna head to.
And you got that for Philip.
Yeah. Um.
Mhm.
Maybe. So y'all definitely got a couple of updates, but please let us know if there's anything else. Okay. We got Mr. Mark and his wife, Ed and his family. She's doing good. Thank you, Jesus. That's awesome. All right. Mr. Pat, Miss Deb, Mike Tangway and his family, DC's parents, the baby Lucas family, Rachel Wilson, her sister Amanda, and their niece Riley, Philip's mama, and that's why he said, I don't really know a lot of details, but she kind of got worse and gave him a scare a little bit, but she's doing a little bit better, but definitely she still needs prayers. Let's see, BJ and his wife, Bobby's Bees and his family, the Gandy family, Hillbilly Earl and his family, Miss Leona, Steve Amos's father-in-law, PJ Hanley, Catherine's son and his family, Sarah and her family, Mr. Randy's mother-in-law, Miss Janae Wood, Kenneth and Chris Wilkinson, Terry Bertalan, Redfish's wife, Miss Janet, Kenneth Allen, Miss Dolores, Pepper Rookie, Danny Ray, Miss Brenda, Keith Larimore's wife, Brenda, James Creel, Steve-O, Rodney Middleton, Miss Kathy Baker's friend, Miss Williams, and then Philip's cousin, Mary Beth Hobbs, that we've been praying for. Philip texted Tim earlier today and said she passed away last night. So, y'all please be in prayer for her family. I think Philip said she had 2 teenage kids, if I remember that right. So, definitely remember them. Lee's cousin Stephanie, Dan Garrison's daughter, Miss Jolynn, Clay Bunner's daughter, Keith Larimore's cousin, Mr. Russell Amon's wife, Miss Brenda, Clay Bunner's friend, Mr. Mike Berry, Lee's mama, Brad Hall's neighbors, Miss Brenda Johnson, Tom and his family, Barnhill B. Barnes' wife, Miss Connie, Mr. Dan's sister-in-law, Miss Paula, Philip's brother Wayne, Highland Honey and their family, the Idaho firefighters, David Hoskins' little granddaughter Emma, and Greg Donovan.
Mr. Roy said, please add some prayers for my son Sam, as he has a case of Lyme disease. Now, I was just going to say, them ticks. For around here, we have had a huge uptick this year. And I don't mean that pun is intended on the uptick part, but I'm being serious for a second, then I'll get into my argument. But it has been a year. I've picked, I don't know, a half dozen off me so far this season. And only one of them bit me, but the other ones I just see crawling on my britches leg or something like that. But
there's an uptick in ticks. Everybody,
Well, let me tell y'all.
not just you.
Let me tell you. Well, probably most everybody didn't have the control we had for 3 years.
We didn't have control.
We had-
Because your control mechanisms were defective and annoying.
They weren't good, and this is the
They
first
did
year
not
since my
work.
control mechanism has been gone. So we're going to invest in 2 more control mechanisms to remedy it around here. But ever since my guinea come up missing, the ticks have been outrageous. The years prior to that, we didn't have no tick problems.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
But
we did.
we did.
He just refuses to admit that.
She's saying that on camera. We didn't have no tick problem.
We did.
We're getting 2 more guineas before too long to unalive these ticks around here.
Giddies are going to be unalive for long
I'm
if you
get-
bring them here.
I'm gonna get the 2 loudest ones they got. That way I know they'll go to work and take care of things. Because the highway's killing all our possums. So the possum can't take care of it like they used to. Them guineas done a fine job. I tell you what.
Mhm.
Men, don't listen to this about not getting guineas. Everybody should own guineas. You won't have tick problems.
Yeah, I'm going to be hearing my 12 gauge from here clear up Pennsylvania. The first night the stupid birds keep me up again.
Our experience, Pennsylvania.
I would much rather have possums.
I mean, yeah, if the possums wasn't eating my chickens, but the possums are eating my chickens. The guineas don't eat my chickens.
See, everybody is having trouble with ticks. this year.
Everybody needs to get guineas.
Well, somebody said something about no freeze to kill the little boogers, but I'll be dogged down here this year. We had the worst freeze we've had in 30 years. We had snow for like 4 days down here.
Yeah.
So we had plenty of freeze to kill them. It's just something sent them off this year.
Where's that?
I went no mo May. What? You went on strike from cutting grass, Keith? Oh, Mr. Dan,
Mr.
not
Dan.
Keith. I'm mixing him up.
Uh,
He said I went no mo May.
Back to Pennsylvania real quick. We had that guinea about 4 or 5 years, and so 3 to 4 years. She griped for 3 years because of that guinea. Trust me.
I hated that.
Uh,
I didn't shed a tear when that sucker disappeared.
But
not a tear.
It never went down there and flew with the bees, which it ran with our chickens. So it just kind of went wherever the chicken was going. But
it
I
hated
never-
the chickens. It was horrible. The thing was so mean. That's why I hated the thing.
Well, Big Feet Stretch lined him right on out. Yeah, he did. It cost him an eye, but he won.
You're right, Joey. Freeze don't kill nothing but plants.
Yes.
It sure didn't kill the mosquitoes down here. Good grief. Them things are 10 times worse after the snow this year, too.
Mosquitoes?
Yeah,
Yeah, they bad too.
they're horrible this year.
Uh,
David, I'm telling you, I think ours was defective. Like, them things was just worthless. Absolutely worthless. They didn't even eat ticks. They just walk all over them.
they eat the tick.
They don't eat. That one didn't. I'm telling you, that
I
thing
watched-
didn't work right.
I
It
paid,
was messed up.
I paid attention to him. I'd watch him. He'd pull up underneath leaves, like a green leaf. He'd look up underneath that leaf to find him a tick. Pull it off there.
Not.
That thing, he got good and strong because of all the ticks. So that's why we're getting 2 this time.
Yeah, they are decent. But right now, I can't run fast enough to catch that thing.
Have you seen Brian and Miss Kathy?
No, I hadn't. I've been waiting on.
Me too. 'Cause God love. I'll show them. Uh,
Yeah, I'm hoping they can. Usually it's a little bit later. I think they do family stuff on Sunday.
we'll talk about this for a second. Since we're on food still a little bit. Old Mr. Donnie come by, brought us some fresh pig preserves today. These things ain't even had time to get cold really yet.
And we done killed about half the jar of them.
And then can't do this all the time for everybody, but there are some instances where I will work for food, and especially when it comes to this. This is my kryptonite. But some folks from church was helping them out, and they sent us home with a couple jars of some good old pepper jelly. Add to my
I'm
stock.
hoping to try to make some
Pepper
while
jelly.
I'm stuck at home. So I've been grounded from going to work this week.
Well, the doggone somebody's say dropped off, run my guinea across the road. And then I think the people across the road, way on back up in the woods back there, because the next house is probably a good quarter of a mile through the woods where the guinea went. And I heard him hollering out that evening. And I think
He
somebody,
didn't like it here. He left.
he was chased across the road. But I think the neighbors, they didn't want to hear all that racket over there and go, boom, there went the guinea.
No, because he found feathers.
Feathers. Yep, that's right. Never mind. Something got it.
Yeah.
And
Honestly, our experience was the opposite. That thing was, it didn't have the sense God give a run over a dog. It would stare in its reflection in the bumper of the truck and argue with itself. I kid you not. Like, it was the most obnoxious thing. Anyway,
that was good.
My blood's getting hot talking about this stupid guinea. I'm done.
That guinea's mate got run over. Somebody nailed that thing about 60 miles an hour northbound. All right. We found a trail of feathers for probably about 100 yards. But for about 2.5 weeks, that guinea would stare at the bumper of the pickup truck because it's prone. And he would just sit there and look at himself. And I was like, that poor thing misses his girlfriend. And she made fun of the poor thing.
I did not make fun of it. I felt bad for it until I got to know it. I was over it. Now, somebody coming down the highway and that thing stepped out in front of it. Yeah, the guinea flew.
Oh, he flew all right. That one did.
Oh, man. Keith, I've been seeing the black and yellow, or the black, mostly black with the one like greenish yellow stripe, the horn, and the yellow ones that sound like drones. I've been seeing them like crazy this year.
Oh, the European and bald-faced hornets.
Yeah. He was asking if anybody else was seeing them. He's starting to see them buzzing around his eyes.
More so the bald-faced.
The
black and white one. Mm-hmm. That European, it just kind of, you know how they'll do. They'll kind of just check you out and go on. But
after you do that deer bone out there, I've seen 4 or 5 of them, of the yellow ones up there with yellow jackets.
I didn't think about that because I seen a bald face when I looked at peaceful protesters out a while ago. And one of them bald face come up from that way. And I was thinking, what are you doing up here?
Yeah.
But then, now that makes plenty of sense. Chewing on that. Yeah. But yeah, I guess we're starting to get into that little bit of dirt and everything else, and they are showing their faces a little bit more. But we haven't seen anybody down at the bees.
I can't get that close unless I suit up with that one nasty hive down there. I'm scared. I get halfway down the yard and they start buzzing around me. No, bang. I went no closer.
Let me put the link up here. You don't want to come in here and
Yeah.
Joe.
Mr. Dan's headed to go sleep off his smoked brisket.
Well, we appreciate you dropping by.
Yeah, we did. Give me a new idea for carrots.
Yeah, I like that.
No, that's the ones we was talking about last week. We was trying to decide if we could requeen it, but don't think we have the drone population. Drone bee, not other drone. But not real sure what to do.
But I did come up with a good idea on before we split their tails down. Because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm just going to split them down and just knock the numbers down. Now to give us at least 2 good full colonies to, if you make it, good. If they don't make a queen, then we know one of them we can take our sweet little queen that we did the 2-frame split with that is doing very well. We can put her in with that bunch, and that way she'll have her numbers for the season. But it's what I was thinking.
Heavy aphis tactical gloves. PJ, I meant to put an exclamation point, not a question mark there. I'm not questioning whether to say hi to you. My bad. Let's see. DC said these heavy aphis tactical gloves might be good.
All right.
I'll Google those and check them out.
I still ain't even, I completely forgot about ordering them extra case of gloves, trying
No,
to.
I really wasn't questioning you, PJ.
Just wait. But, you know, the mess we had whenever we bought those boxes from Lance's and the hive beetles were getting in, and we cleaned all that mess up and just let everybody rob out whatever they were going to rob, so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Well, finally, the chickens and everything else, there's no worry of hive beetle larvae in that comb anymore.
Mhm.
And we got about 6 boxes out there full of some good comb. And I was thinking to myself, well, what you could do is you could put those boxes on those 2, especially the real hot hive. Let them clean that stuff up. Y'all clean all this out.
Work out some of that aggression, bad attitude.
That's what I was thinking. There's plenty enough for y'all to do. I can put 2 more supers on y'all, even though we may not get anything for y'all to put it in. But y'all can clean it up and have it ready for if there's anything for the fall.
Okay.
But that'll pretty well get all those boxes and frames cleaned up where we don't have to worry with trying to attempt that.
What's the gauntlet?
It's like heavy
The
rapid
arm?
area, I think.
Hey, Mike said, does Apis Tactical make gauntlets?
Oh.
He has the short gloves and gets stung in the wrist a lot.
Long glove. Okay.
Okay, then yeah, I guess they do, Mike, because that's what DC was telling me to get the long set. I'll check them out. I gotta do an Amazon order soon anyway. I mean, Damien said he just did something similar.
All right. Good deal.
Did they come out of it with a better attitude?
Even if they don't come out of it with better attitude,
We still got cleaned up frames.
it'll all be nice and clean. And once we know they get it clean, I'll run their tails off and stick it on some of these smaller colonies that wasn't able to build up a lot this year. And just that way, those queens can really have the room that they need, because nobody built out around here at all. Even the swarms that we got and those that cutout that we done earlier in the season, it just.
Philip said he did it with about 10 boxes of wax off damaged frames in the fall last year.
And they get it all cleaned up nice and bright for you.
Yeah, Mr. Mike said those are the best gloves he's ever used.
The
I guess the Apis
Apis.
tactical that they're talking about. Okay.
we'll
I
check
know
into
he
it.
works on for sure.
Yeah.
Oh heck, they say almost everything's made in China these days. Good deal.
Nothing else.
Check them out.
Ain't too bad. I'll try them out, run them through the mill, if you will, to see what kind of torture test they can take. And if they don't tear my tail up to them, then I'll give you those and I'll get me a new pair. So I'm just thinking they ought to be broke in for you. You won't have to worry about, gloves being
Working
tough.
out the stiff fingers in the glove.
See what I'm saying?
Looking out for them.
Looking out for you.
I gotta just walk my eyes. This one's
Want me to go get it for you?
here. Oh.
All right, Damon said they did some, but not a huge change in the bees, but was able to get things cleaned up. I'm going to go for it.
Well,
I'm not much on them either, DC, unless really have to, but like we was talking last week, those colonies, especially that one, but the one next to it as well, it's borderline getting hot, if you will, but that one colony is definitely, like I said, needs to be done something with it, but I pretty well, I just about come in and got her gloves on that. And because them girls, they was coming out so bad, tearing me up. It got to a point where I had to put my hands inside my coat and close them off for a few minutes to get them to quit jumping on me there for a few minutes. All right. PJ said he's 10 years in and never found a pair of gloves. He's happy we did.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hope I can find a pair that they can stand.
Well, I mean, there's bound to be something out there with the.
Where
Well, it was because where they got you was right in that stitching. And
well, where I smashed it,
yeah,
right. It wouldn't have went through if I had squished it.
but
I think that's why it just barely touched. And that was still sad.
let's say, Matt, good to see you, Captain. Appreciate you dropping by. Mr. Roy, that's how we would usually work them our first 3 years, and yeah, and we had some good, gentle bees out there, and we always at least, which it's always advisable to have all your PPE on, but I don't want to say there's exceptions to the rule. You know what you need to be doing when you're out there with the bees, but it does get hot, and sometimes it's just aggravating dealing with those coats and all that mess. And when you can go out on certain days and work them girls, and they won't even so much come out and bump you. But this year, at least 2 of the 6 out there are quite fussy. So we'll just see how they go. Either way, that's going to be a nullified one way or another on them being quite as hot Now we do know they are honeybees. It don't matter what kind of honeybee. There's going to be times they're going to be temperamental and come out and jump on you, but not every single time you go out there to pop a lid or something like that. Don't want to be tore up like that every single time. That's it, DC. Yep. They still nice, but they still honeybees. All right, David said he had to dispatch 2 queens last week for being too high to sell. So, yeah, I just got to get out there and unalive her tail. But first, we're going to use the workforce to get that mess cleaned up. Then after that, we're going to split y'all's behinds down and boom. If y'all make a queen, we'll get with somebody around here and we'll get us a couple queens and just put them all together. So we'll go into winter with Laura Willing a good, healthy stock to really try to give things a jump start next year. I never work them in shorts, but I don't wear shorts too often. I'm always wearing a pair of blue jeans for the most part, except for whenever we go down our little spot on the creek water down there. But I can't say I really had issues working bees with shorts on. I just don't know if I'm real comfortable with that. Ricky said he left his jacket unzipped, got popped twice. It's amazing how they'll find whatever way they can get in there to your tail and they're going to bust your behind. Now, the closest we come to anything was we went out, I think it was like our third season. We had went out and we was doing something with them at nighttime. And I can't remember exactly what it was, but we had taken the super off and just set the super down on the ground and whatever it was something we had to do. And we wasn't paying too much attention. And it wasn't before too long, them girls was walking off that super that was sitting on the ground and started crawling up the pants leg. And let me tell you what, they tore our ankles up on that. And we was like, well, let's just go ahead and wrap this up pretty quick. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Sarah said they found an unfinished seam on her suit. They're good. I'm telling you, they're good, ain't they, y'all?
Since they did telling us stories about Hazel's hair, but for him to not do that.
What is it?
They found out his bees don't like being messed with at night.
No, they do not like being messed with at night.
So I was saying, didn't he learn about our stories about getting our tails?
Yeah, what? Do you remember what we was doing that night? It was something that just had to be done that evening. There ain't no telling what we was doing.
It was fun.
Well, because yeah, they in there asleep, so it'll be the best time to go in there and get them while everybody's napping. Everything's testy on the full moon. Women, bees, everything.
But
He's over here in his chair watching. Come here. Get over here. Come see here. Come on, everybody wants to see you. Get up here and sit down, man. while she's stretching. Come on. Hey, up here. Come on. I'm not going to fuss at you right now. Whatever. He's looking at me like crazy. He'll be up here in a second. He thinks I got some food. Now, come here, Josh. No. But yeah, he's running around here. He's finally being a daddy, so his little children are wearing him out. Well, I didn't know it. Mr. Mike Conley, reading your comments, said 2 of the swarms I caught this year are hot. Using smoke does nothing to them. I think they like it. That's the only thing we didn't try because it ain't very often. I guess we should, but it ain't very often we'll fire that smoker up because most times we go out there and you pop a lid and I mean it's the normal. They'll 2 or 3 will come out and kind of bump you, what have you, but for the most part, we wouldn't even have to use smoke. And I got thinking to myself, well, maybe if I hit them with a little smoke next time, and probably what I do is do like a lot of y'all used to talk, smoke them until their eyes went to watering, and see if that'd calm their little tails down a little bit getting in there. But no, I don't know. Well, hopefully they do good for you, Mr. Mike. Them solstice queens. I know you was talking how much you like having them summer solstice. The last few years, we've been talking with you with beekeeping. And I think, who was it? Tom, Mac Apiary, he was doing some solstice queens. And anybody else out there, y'all working on solstice queens? DC, ain't you working on some? What say, Tom and Melissa? Good to see y'all. Appreciate y'all dropping by. Yeah, Mr. Dave, I guess that's a habit we should get into. Just have it ready to go, but I'll get out there and get so far ahead of myself a lot of times. It's just, well, let's pop the lid real quick, hit them with the peppermint juice and give them some peppermint candy and close them back up. I did. Man, I was really hoping Brian and Miss Kathy been in here. Have you seen them yet?
No, I'm watching.
Well, let me show this. God love them. Brian and Miss Kathy from Baker Bees surprised us earlier in the week, and I know Joey was there.
Where?
At Lee's that day. Whenever I went rummaging through all the Lee stuff, and you was telling me to get out of things.
Yeah.
'Cause that's when I was putting I had Lee stickers on and everything else. But Mr. Ed was making everybody the shanks,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
Lee,
that was the best surprise we've gotten in a while
it was.
because it was so unexpected.
But I was picking up Lee's and admiring his that Mr. Ed had made. Somebody had made and sent to him. But I was hawing about taking that into the house with me, cutting up, carrying on. Well, God love, like she said, complete surprise, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Just so cool, though. I can't wait.
See if I can get it through the camera for But Brian and Miss Kathy sent that to us. It's 3D printed, but it's got the gun line bees on there. Then down here. It's got baker bees.
But look at the other side.
And the other side. See if I can get it to where they put our name on it, Tim and Hannah, in there.
They did it in the same font that he did my surprise hive tool in, like the Disney looking, right?
Mm-hmm. So thank y'all. If y'all catching it later or we don't get to you,
I was hoping y'all be in here. We could
Yeah.
tell you thank you while I'm showing it off, but we do appreciate it very much.
yes, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank
He
y'all.
made a spot for it hanging on the wall back there beside the smoker plug Sarah sent us and the hive tool Mr. Russell Amon sent us.
Yeah, I got me a nail. I know y'all can't see it, but I got me a nail up there. I've been hanging it up there, so that's what it'll be in the future. Anybody looking back there in the back, like, what in the world is that gold looking deal?
Oh, that's cool, James. Said he wanted to mention that Mr. Roy supplied him the bees to make the winning spring honey.
No.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that, but that's awesome.
Competition gonna be tight this year.
No, he's trying to give a shout out to Mr. Roy for sending him the bees.
That's awesome, though.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful here.
Beekeepers helping beekeepers.
You took the word right out of my mouth.
I read your mind.
Yeah, good. I mean, like Mr. Russell Amon helping us out.
Mm-hmm.
I know Ricky and them. They was up there with Ricky and Matt. I think been helping some folks.
Yeah.
Many other people were helping folks that had bad season, or a lot of people last year with due to that Hurricane Helene up there. Put a lot of people in bind up in them fine mountain country.
Yeah, Tom and Melissa, he straight up devoed that hat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hardly ever get to wear it. He does let me wear it when I got my suit on.
Yeah, I kind of confiscated it from her. She's got her Lane Frost hat now, so
I put
she's
it
got
up.
that.
I don't want to mess it up. Ooh, cowboy camp beans sounds good.
Ooh, we ain't had that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make yours, Ty?
I might do that one day this week while you're at work.
We just do
Stuff at home.
pork and beans, ground beef, bell pepper, onion, whatever seasoning you like to give it your seasoning there.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, Kaneka sausage, which I don't know if y'all can get Kaneka out there, but if you can,
Bell pepper and onion.
that's what you want. Yeah, got bell pepper, onion, Kaneka,
Garlic,
some garlic.
honey, and barbecue, and beans, sausage.
Yeah, and we add a little bit more barbecue sauce to it.
Mm-hmm. Sure, nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
Get up there.
You want to get it real quick? Yeah, y'all stand by a second. You will.
I'm okay with it. How are you? Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that bacon sounds good. Put in there too.
Uh-oh. What's the matter? Oh.
Sounds like a prep for a kill in the hospital. Pinto beans, bacon, and a little brown sugar and chopped bell pepper. I don't know if I could do the pinto bean. Pinto bean probably pretty good, but we just go quick and easy. Get the old baked beans and put them in it, and just let it all sit there and marinate for a good little while.
Hey. Just like this Silver's house that struck off earlier, and it missed everything. For the parents to know that they can go try to get from work.
Yes.
He's going call.
I'll be up there about 8 o'clock.
Maybe that pay.
Sorry about that, y'all. Work calling.
I know she sleeps a little bit later. Just tell me the text me if that's not gonna work.
But my apologies. Yeah. Let me get back in here in this chat.
Okay, yeah.
The salt and pepper need to put some Tony Sasseries. Swap that salt and pepper for some Tonys. It'll go good.
Wait a little bit later, she wants to stay. Okay.
JW.
Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Okay.
It's on.
Yeah.
When work calls, you got it.
Oh man, what? I think someone was up for him to call this time.
Yeah, all is well there, DC. It's just one of the widow women's house got struck by lightning, undoubtedly.
The house, it blew out the air conditioner. Said Brian got that going, but it blew all the TVs and now the hot water heater won't come on. All that jive. So
One of the deacons from the church asked if we go up there and get the widow woman's water heater and stuff, all that in the morning. Because apparently it got her TV, water heater, air conditioner, and everything else. What she's saying, but yeah, I mean that's pretty well outside. Todd's cooking. He uses pinto beans instead of pork and beans.
Chris just saw Yosemite Sam. That sounds like a prep for a colonoscopy. What?
And it can't be recipe.
Oh. Okay. Pinto beans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's what we got.
I see it now. Mr. Donnie talking about private boiler that they saved.
Ooh, I wish we'd had a good run of it.
Yeah.
But thankfully our plan is working. The girls are doing good, the numbers are good. Doing the typical, keep an eye on the beetle situation. Those numbers have been low, thankfully. Everybody's bearding good out there. Still moseying along. Now, if anything, we have got to get out there and get the church house new. Get them girls into a 5 or 10 frame because they are growing quickly. And we already got a mess on one side of it because there's just enough section to where we cannot get a 4th frame in there. So we try to split the difference on each side. And y'all know what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
They've built on the split of the difference on each side to where there's not a frame. So I know we're going to have that mess in there to clean up, but just glad to see those girls doing good as well. So
Stool down there. So.
For the most part, we're pretty well online and in track of what the goal was this year, or plan, if you will, to get the numbers built, get everybody established good. Next year, Lord willing, season will be much better than the last 3. And really be able to jump those numbers next year and pull a bit of a honey crop and kind of go from there. But We got plenty of equipment now, especially all that stuff we went and picked up from old Lance over there. And just get everybody rocking and rolling. But I think that this is something, I don't know if this is helping out a huge deal, but it seems to be helping on the hive beetle situation as well. But I think we're probably going to kind of swap over to some screen bottom boards on everybody instead of these solid bottom boards. I'm thinking that the bees are able to keep them hive beetles pushed down through that screen versus the hive beetles being able to go up and get into places and hide. Because one of them is just a complete screen bottom board. All right. And that's the biggest colony out there, and they're the fussiest ones. The ones right next to them, we've got the screen bottom board, but it's got that tray with that little catch tray in it. And what hive beetles we do see, they keep them confined down in the bottom of that tray and keeping everybody pushed down. So whenever we're popping inner covers and lids off, we're not seeing the beetles up high. Nowhere near in those colonies like I guess we normally would. So I'm kind of gravitating toward either we buy them or we probably just build them just as quick and just as cheap. I'm not worried about the beauty of the bottom boards and trying to do all that no more. I'm looking for that's it. If it works, boom. Don't judge my bottom board.
Ain't nobody gonna see him anyway. Yeah, me and DC were talking about. He suggested it, but I had kind of kicked it around in my head. But he was saying we should try putting the peppermint juice in the sugar water and let them store it in the cells with the feed.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I mean, it makes sense. I don't know. I mean, they store that. We see them store the peppermint.
Well, it's good for them too. If you put peppermint extract in there, it's good for them, and we know it's good for their gut health. And a lot of folks, well, I say a lot, there's some people out there, especially like the folks that use essential oils in their sugar water mix, whether you do 1-to-1, 2-to-1, whatever it is. I've been reading up a lot of folks add a little bit of lemongrass to that sugar water. And it helps draw them in. Or that old Dr. Amrine, I think I'm saying it right. Amrine, something like that. But anyway, that's what he talked about, using either lemongrass or what was the other one? Spearmint is what he used.
DC, I don't remember if I don't think we ever got far enough to put peppermint oil in the traps because we were having to go down there every single day, literally every day, and open all the little entrances up because they get like 10 beetles in there and they propolis it shut.
Oh, yeah, as a feeding stimulant, DC.
Yeah, I missed.
Well, I may ruffle some feathers on the mic treatment because I know it's a sensitive subject in the beekeeping world. But if we do decide to do any kind of a mite treatment, the only route that I will go is using that Dr. Armand's recipe. And that's the dude studies parasites, University of West Virginia. He helped one of the big colleges down in Florida for 3 or 4 years wipe out the mites in their colonies down there. But it's basically using, I don't know if the man come up with it first or if people just kind of picked up off it, but it's basically the murder sauce, if you will. But he was using, this is how he done it. He was using lard, spearmint oil, and what else was it? It was spearmint oil and something else was one of his two biggest components he used mixing in with that lard. And according to him, he's a scientist. He done all the science studying this, that his mite load or the unaliving of them was around 80 to 90% every single time, putting that stuff in there and letting the bees feed off that lard and that spearmint essential oil. And I can't remember if it was eucalyptus or not. I had to go back and look at his ratings. Is that okay? All right, that's
yes,
right.
PJ, we are treatment free currently.
Yeah, on the mites there, I guess. But
you really need to quit saying that word. That's like a red flag, like guinea in my head. It just goes off.
and Mr. JW, he talking to him one day, he was talking about
Mr. Russell.
You know, he makes up a concoction, something basically along those lines as well, and uses the lard and everything else, and kind of goes from there. So
you love hearing that. What the
treatment
free?
Yeah.
I thought he meant the M word. So I'm over it, PJ. I'm tired of hearing that word.
I'm not saying we don't have them, because we have seen them on bees.
I'm sure
and
we do.
This and that, but we've never seen the full on effect. Like, you hear more people the further north you go. Crisco, okay.
What's Crisco?
Cooking, baking.
I know like that, but in this conversation.
What? For the mite treatment. Doing a natural, if you're wanting to do it, okay. Then that's more.
I use Crisco. I don't know what Crisco is.
More of a natural way to unalive the mites.
Okay.
And that's what Dr. Armand's findings were. And I can't remember if it was Florida State University or whichever one it was, but it's in all his readings. So anybody that's interested in it, all you got to do is check out Dr. James. Let me type his name in here, make sure I'm getting his name right.
PJ said he stopped treating 7 years ago. Amring?
Yeah, okay. Professor James Amring. Amrine. And he was the professor there at West Virginia State University that done all the science and all the research on it and put his findings together. And the M's being a parasite, that's all that man studied his whole life, was parasitic critters. Then whenever the M's were introduced over here, that was just like a new playground for him. He's like, I ain't never dealt with these things. Let's see how we can take and remedy this issue. And he went through and done several different studies, and all his paperwork and everything is lined out and detailed for all to see of how he remedied things.
Mhm. Grayson said, I'm kind of treatment free, but not. I give it time, Todd. I'm sure he'll get on them.
The A's.
Mm-hmm. Why are you abbreviating now? You've been spitting them dirty words left and right for 10 minutes now.
No, I had something for Todd a few weeks back on them A's. That was in the old bee journal, because somebody was talking about they can't keep the sugar ants out of their blasted hives, and this was in the 1800s. But they used.
He don't have fire.
But he's got sugar ants. That's what's getting in.
But we use fire.
I know we use fire ants, but in the 1800s we didn't even have fire ants over here yet. The fire ants didn't even come into the Port of Mobile until the
He said, I
60s.
bet my ants will get rid of your tick problem.
Well, bring them on, brother. We'll show you.
No, I don't need no more ants. I'm bad when them things getting in the house. My bay leaves have been struggling to keep them out with all the rain here lately.
Now that's something that does work good in the house.
I've never tried it in a beehive, but I do. I use whole bay leaves, and it keeps them like anywhere I see them coming in, like around a window or something. I'll just put a whole bay leaf right there. It might take a day or so to run them out, but eventually it will quit them.
Yeah, it'll run their tails out of
Make
there.
them quit.
Because think about it. All right, we're all at the generation that we can remember going to Mama and Papa's house, and how many times did y'all remember looking in Grandma's sugar dish, and what you thought? Yeah, you thought, why did Grandma put an oak leaf in her doggone sugar? But they was putting bay leaves in them sugar canisters to keep the ants out. And we just took the old time remedy and ran with it around here.
You're going to get in trouble, Todd. So what did they say about the ants that Todd ants?
I had to go back and try to find it for you, man. It was some kind of something acid that they called back then. And they made a little concoction with it. And then, like that day, once they started doing their treatment of it, it run the ants out.
Ooh, send me some baby ones, Mr. JW. I can train them not to eat the chicken.
What's he saying? Guineas?
Possums.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can find it. I may have saved that thing in here for you, Todd.
Boric acid.
No, I think it'll forward. I thought I saved that thing for the page in here.
I don't know.
I will go back and try to find it for you, Todd. But
PCP acid? I kind of have that.
let's see. I can't remember exactly what the name of that acid was, but I'll try to find it for you, and I'll send you I'll text you the link to it when I find
Yeah,
it.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't PCP.
No, his ants are loaded up.
Yeah, great. I no wonder you can't stop them things.
Yeah, they're toting off colonies.
Mm-mm-mm.
Sprinkle dead fire ants on the bee frames. Saw one beekeeper using fire ants to keep ticks out. Well, I mean, that's one way to keep them off, because they're going to run your tail back inside. You go sprinkling them fire ants on them. But see, Todd's in California, so he's not allowed to have fire ants yet. But whenever we can send him some fire ants, he can just sprinkle the fire ants we send him all around his colonies, and boom, your ant problem is over with.
Jay said that ants BC and Elvis and stuff. Were you around?
Oh, yeah. Wait. I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll send you a ant farm.
Yeah. A nice southern ant farm.
Yeah, there just won't be no return address on there,
Mm.
just in case y'all don't tell anybody.
We're gonna drive to another county for us to get sucker in the mail too.
Melon from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there are. When we first got into beekeeping, Hannah's best friend, her daddy kept bees for a good long time, and an old timer told him about putting the fire ants around his colonies, and it kept the ants away from his colonies, and that's how he does it to this day. He'll make sure there's a good, healthy colony of fire ants, and then you can. Yeah. Well, them fire ants, they gonna travel, so you could probably do I don't know, a 50-foot square area and be plenty enough to keep them sugar ants off, because even now we do have fire ants bad around here. And that's one thing that whenever you see them fire ants popping up, you don't see the sugar ants nowhere near.
That's it, DC. You don't want to plant them where you gonna be walking. Golly, you talk about being a fine. You in that full suit and get it full of fire. That'd be terrible. Absolutely terrible.
JW's StreamYard giving you fits too?
We've been having major trouble with StreamYard the last 3 or 4 weeks, I guess.
I'm about ready to take y'all's good hard-earned money that we put in on this StreamYard and find
a different
one
to stream through.
Yep, because it's getting to where we can't load up thumbnails, and I can't hardly get pictures to load. Even updating all the hoopla, this and that, and I'm thinking to myself, well, if we're paying y'all almost $70 a month for, to be able to put the pictures and the videos and stuff like that on here, our memberships, contributions should be able to be used and not in the pot, if you will. So we are seriously.
Brian and Miss Kathy.
Oh, well, good deal.
Yeah, we'll show it again.
Yep.
Because y'all wasn't in here.
We was gonna message y'all, but we wanted to save it for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And tell y'all, thank y'all for the surprise so very much. We appreciate y'all.
It made me smile.
Yes, we got our shank in.
Mm-hmm. And we love it.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad y'all put your name on it too.
Let me tell you what.
Yeah, show them the spot you made. He made a special spot right up there to put it on the wall because we love it. And we really appreciate it y'all very much.
We might have to put a backer behind it.
I was like, I don't know if you can see it against the wood from the camera.
Can you not see it good?
Yeah, you can.
We'll get a backer of some kind and put back here so it'll stand out. But thank y'all so very much. That was an awesome surprise.
Yes, it was. It made my day, or our day.
Yeah, DC, we're going to have to talk to the tech man.
Yeah.
And see what he suggests on that end. Because, I mean, I get you're going to have hiccups. I'm going to push buttons and mess things up every once in a while. But I'm telling you, I've been so fed up with not being able to show things to y'all. Y'all sending pictures and this and that. And we'd like to get that out there to y'all. Mm-hmm. But if it won't let us load.
Mike sent us pictures of the purple honey.
Oh, I did get them to load.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I had to do everything off your phone. And then some.
Oh, that's a good point, DC.
There we go.
We'll try that.
There's the purple honey from last week. Or the blue.
He was talking about it was they thought maybe it was the thirst of blueberries or something. It looks more purple there. like a maroon purple.
Let's see if I got them pictures on here still. It
Of
should.
the frame.
Yeah, thought I had
It
them on
did
here.
look a lot more purple in the frame, I think, than when he spun it out.
Let's see.
Maybe that one.
Oh, that's good. What is this one? No, that's the half track. What is this one? It's hard to see the little pictures in there. That's Mr. Dan Weaver.
Is
Where'd that thing go?
that it? It could down here.
That's
No, further. That-
no, that's
that's
the
more.
I don't know why I took them off.
Did-
But yeah, that was some pretty stuff.
He said, I think the bees might be drinking the blueberry juice. Huh. I don't blame him. I love blueberry juice.
I thought that picture was on here.
It was.
Good.
The way- Last
I'm probably looking at everybody real crazy up in this camera.
oh,
No, there's birthday, there's the Alabama Memorial.
oh my word, Todd.
I don't know what happened to it.
They were attacking peaches this week. Really?
Indeed, we do. You can drive, Tom. I'm cool with that. Just put me up there with that 50 cow
Yeah.
and just let me go. Get my Rambo do-rag,
Um,
put my camo Sunday camo on,
they said, oh, she,
paint my face.
yeah, the camera's all fuzzy now.
Is it?
I don't know what
Oh, mercy.
looks fuzzy.
Let me
He
go back.
said refocus the camera.
All right.
I don't know what that how you do that.
So good to go.
Is
No.
that less fuzzy, y'all?
Nope, with
Or
both.
is it still fuzzy?
I don't know what I'm doing. Piece of junk.
Yeah.
See, StreamYard, we're not happy.
No. Where's the complaint box?
It's about to work.
Oh, that's a lot. Makes it not focus.
Piece of junk.
Quit giving him ideas, Todd.
Oh, indeed we would, Tom. Indeed we would. Over here, look, we're going to war today.
Yeah.
Or I'd like to drive the little Jeep that he shows in the picture sometimes. I can't remember if that's his Jeep or not, that old Willis that he shows. But that'd be fun too.
Keith, you better look out if that never gets in the truck and heads north.
Yeah, Keith Place will be the place to go if there's ever one of those outbreaks.
Yeah.
Emails there. All right.
It doesn't matter how much pride you see.
Yeah.
Do what? I wish you hadn't told him that, DC.
Oh, that old Fairlane? Yeah, buddy. Hey, I had a buddy that had an old Ford Falcon with 3-speed on the column, and let me tell you what, people, that vehicle done some of the best donuts in my life. Any vehicle I've ever done donuts in. That old tree on the column there had a lot of fun in that thing. But I don't think Keith would be happy if I done 360 donuts in this 57 Ford Fairlane.
Probably not. That thing's probably in immaculate condition.
I did have.
You gotta get your email in early, Mr. JW. Make sure you got the right email address this year.
Gunlinebees at Gmail, not Yahoo.
Yeah.
Gmail. That way, right on in.
No, my Hummer's too sensitive to do donuts. I've never tried it. That thing probably just flip right over. Be like trying to do donuts in a cardboard box.
I haven't tested my limits on that one
Mm-mm.
because
That one's special.
yeah, she'd probably wring my neck if I attempted any rough housing in that thing. But that pickup truck, now that's a different story.
Not Todd. You can keep those, my friend. I don't need no extras down here. That's gonna sour everything.
Well, maybe his aunts may not make it down here because they don't have.
He said he'll be
15%
sending
humidity.
some to sweeten the deal. Oh yeah, they won't survive. You don't want to torture them like that. It'd be like them drowning down here.
Well, about the time you got them over to the Rockies into Texas on the flight, they'd be like, no, "We're not
The
gonna make it.
pressure from it would just that'd be the end of it.
We ain't gonna make it, y'all. We ain't gonna make it."
Mm-mm. Not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, we looking forward to you. Everybody get fired up.
Everybody's getting fired up.
And let's see. Hmm, I got an idea. I see a few of you in here. To our members, finally getting things in the works on that giveaway for y'all coming up. It most likely going to be around early August. But just I got the rough edges filed down today, if you will, on who we plan on getting the prize from, and once he gets the members giveaway. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're doing a members giveaway. Well, I can't tell you now. Because everybody, yeah. Here, I'll mute it real quick. Hold on. Stand by 1 second. Okay, unmuted. Y'all good to go now?
No, not really. I'm still lost. I only heard like a quarter of what he was whispering. We've been talking about this communication thing, and he's just not getting it at all.
She just don't listen.
The larger the jar, the better the odds. I can't give pointers, DC.
Now, I will say, the judge come over a few days ago, and he seen the 2 bottles from Mr. Russell Keith there, and had explained to him, said, "Look now,
you can't touch them.
Not yet, but here's the entries are coming in." So,
but Mr. Russell, I did let him try the cinnamon because I knew you were the alfalfa honey because I knew you weren't entering that one in. So let him have some of that one, and his mouth fell open. He was like, "Hanny Boo, please, I gotta have some more." I was like, "You can have some more while you're here, but you're not taking it home with you this time at all."
we still got to get Todd that good woman. I see these men in here talking about trying to get that man a fine woman.
You need one, Todd. DC feels my pain.
So well, next time we do a giveaway, we'll hashtag him wife again and see if we
Yeah.
keep doing that. Maybe we'll all have some luck somewhere.
He'll find one. Maybe he'll find one at Nobby this year.
There you go, a
Mhm.
sweet beekeeping lady
That's what you need.
that likes to cook
He
his
needs a lady like Miss Elizabeth.
a nice, sweet, gentle soul,
Mm-hmm.
knows how to cook.
He said, bring Velma. What? I think I missed something.
That's why I'm trying to back up and say.
Tom was telling Mr. Roy, JW will get him in trouble. He better bring bail money.
Saying plenty of it. Because there ain't no telling how much trouble.
Yeah, I found it. I'm behind. I got brain fog bad these days.
Hey, I was thinking though, Mr. JW out there catching all them coons,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like over 100 now, I think, as far as coon catching. He needs to strike a deal with the state of Florida. And all the raccoons that Mr. JW catches, he needs to send them down to the Everglades because they're becoming extinct down there.
Because all the snakes.
All the pythons and what have you. Mr. JW have the Everglades full in the season.
If they had an unlimited raccoon population, what you reckon would happen to that snake population?
Get you a fine, good woman, Todd. Everybody's working on it for you. Do that. What's that old dating show?
I know Mr. Russell. I'm gonna send him an email just to make sure he has our email address. What day you say?
What was that old dating show that used to come on TV? It's kind of the dating game. That's what we're doing for Todd. We're gonna whittle it on down for him. Give him a choice. This was like 80s and 90s.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. Not going there. Anyway.
But we're whittling them down. Getting pretty
Todd
good
just
choices.
needs to wait for Jesus. He's got him on. His aunts will take care of that. You got a lot of faith in these superhero ants.
You got an invincible bunch out there.
Yeah, he does. Talk about 10-foot tall and bulletproof. You're up against the python.
Well, there you go. Todd can eliminate the python with the ants. Mr. JW can make a little side cast repopulating the raccoon population down there.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
110.
I wish you was catching some babies you could send me.
We got enough critters. We don't need no more critters. No, except for 2 guineas is all we need around here now.
I'm going to catch me a baby coon for every guinea you bring in this yard. But I can train my coons to eat your guineas. How about that? Your guinea couldn't whoop my coon.
Well, that coon would go good with sweet potatoes. I know that.
You'd have to cook it.
Don't let him do that.
That's why you don't let them anywhere near her. Not till you lock it down. She gets to know you real good. Then you're safe.
We need to get him a good Southern woman willing to move to California because I don't think he's going to. Well, there's a
California's
chance.
just a whole nother country to a Southern woman. That ain't gonna happen.
And if she could bring the soul food cooking to California and mix with his quesadilla enchilada stuff that he makes out there all the time. Well, you talking, ain't no telling what kind of meal you come up with. You don't like that idea?
I'm just not sure about that. Yes. I'm not. I don't know if it's time to get up and move a little bit, but
Yeah, well, we got a few more minutes to chit chat. but I know you gotta move. Wait on the right one.
That's it. Just be patient. He got you one just perfect for you.
Next
Next
time.
time. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
Where have we been? We already started off with food right out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I'm gonna text Miss Jane tomorrow. Check on Miss Leona.
yeah,
I ain't seen her at all.
hopefully all is well on their end, Lord willing.
I hope she wasn't feeling bad. Uh-oh.
Now I will say Hannah did cook a deer shoulder today with some onion and bell pepper and mushroom gravy, and that turned out pretty good. And potato. Turned out pretty doggone good. Poured that over some rice and got my belly full.
Y'all all gonna have to watch out. Mr. Roy and Mr. JW get together. Loma Vista, come on down. That's hilarious. I agree with you, Brian, completely. I just don't know if she could survive California.
I don't know if you switch the ropes. Let's move on to a different topic.
Yeah. He said change the subject.
Uh,
He's a good sport about it.
they say if you move down here, I don't know if he'd make it for the humidity because we never ever.
You melt. I have never felt 13% humidity. I really hadn't. Not at all. Oh, hey, I did have a new recipe I tried this week, though, for some new dinner rolls. They turned out okay, but I don't think I did it quite right. I need another trial run before I make a video.
They was good. There was like a extra large Hawaiian roll. That's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah.
They was good.
It tasted a little different.
I guess because it was just such a bigger roll, maybe. I don't know. But I mean, they were still good, don't get me wrong. But I'm used to her making them little smaller ones and throwing two or three of them puppies on your plate and getting after it. But she made these bigger ones. And they were still good, but I polished the last one off this morning with that elderberry cream, honey. It's the Russell scent.
Yeah. You ain't missed much, Phyllis. Let's see what else. I think I baked a record number of cookies this week too. Yeah, that's something you ain't missed much.
Repopulate Florida we can.
In California with so.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It would, yeah. Would you call it sweet bread, bro? What would you call it, though?
Yeah, I guess so. But it's weird because it had less sugar in it than my old recipe called for, but they tasted sweeter. To me, they did.
And she made some fresh pressed honey butter to go on too, and that just makes them even better as well.
I
Especially when they're
brushed
good.
them with honey butter as soon as I pulled them out.
Good.
Ooh, that sounds good, Mr. Roy.
Well, I backed off DC because she made like 250 of them day before yesterday for Ollie Mann's concert thing that he did yesterday. And I didn't even get one off the tray. I don't think, no, I ate one at the
recital.
Yeah, at this recital thing and let everybody else have them and take the rest home. But she does good on them cookies too. my brother-in-law's mama was telling Hannah, she's like, I'm sorry, but I ate 8 of them cookies already. And they had been what, 20 minutes into pulling the towel off of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Buddy Folks was chowing down on them bad boy.
Now he knew I didn't have it in me to replace a whole bunch of them cookies. He went crazy on 'em. I'm telling you, it was about all I could do to get them done. This back stuff is driving me up the wall.
Yeah, that was the batch I could just really go dipping in. Well, we got a sorted number of people. Got to make sure there's enough for everybody at the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out good.
They all disappeared. Every one of them cookies was gone.
I know you had a couple of them wanting the recipe on them thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she said, I don't share my cooking recipes with anybody.
I have
'Cause-
never told somebody, no, I'm not giving you my recipe. They put me in one of these back braces, but it's not a miracle worker by any means.
No, it's been a slow process. But she is moving better. Like far as walking around.
It's still ridiculous getting up and down, but once I get up, I am moving a little bit better.
Thank the Lord, maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll she'll be able to mosey around much better.
I hope so. That's good to know, Mike.
Yes, sir. Good deal. There was that somebody else was in here saying, was it?
His eyes are very brown, DC. I tell him that they just stay in that color. They never gonna change.
Who was it? Breezy Bee? Is that what that was a while ago?
Yeah. Breezy bee.
So, good deal. Minnesota Mike, glad to hear that puppy working out good for you.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I got to get up and move a little bit. I don't know if I'll make it back in time, but I'll still be in the chat. Yeah, they actually did start off blue when he was young, and by 4 or 5, they was staying this color.
Yeah.
It had set in big time.
I don't know why they changed. My daddy was hoping they'd stay that way because his mama always wanted a dark haired, blue eyed grandbaby. And but by the time I come along, she had done departed. But word on the street from mom and daddy, I kept blue eyes to, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years old, and they changed. Well, I got it honest, DC. It's what it was. Old daddy, he was a character, and I just kind of picked up off of him, aggravating the snot out of everybody. Thinking of Nobby. We're gonna try. We're gonna see if we're gonna be able to make it this year. We got it's about, I don't know, more of a 70-30 this year, 70% chance of us getting up there for the good. And potentially seeing everybody this year, Lord willing. We kind of get into those details later on as we get closer. Once we know, we'll for sure be able to make it. But we'll see how it goes. If so, we look forward to seeing everybody. Ain't it supposed to be what, like a 4-day event this go round, or a few extra days this year? Or did I just hear wrong? I'm bad about that too. Get back some else comments here. Now she gone. That'd be what we look forward to. Tom and Melissa. Tom, just sitting around fellowshipping with everybody. It'd be cool to, see the whole get up and walk around and the vendors and everybody else, but just sitting around chewing the fat with everybody kind of one on one where you ain't distracted with all the oohing and ahhing going on with vendors and such. I imagine that is some of the best part. Yes, I'm Brian and Miss Kathy. We sure gonna make a honest run at it this year and see if we can. And like the way we've talked about, if we can do it, it'll probably be maybe like a day and a half event run for us. Get up there, say that Thursday evening, hang out Friday, then do about a half a day run Saturday or something, then turn around and kind of get on back to the house, maybe Saturday evening or early that Sunday morning. But looking at it, it's saying it'll take us about 8 hours straight run headed north on 65. So we won't have to get off and detour here and there and this and that to get where we're going. The way it's looking like we could just shoot right on up 65 and pour the coals to it. Yeah, like I said, we really hope that we can make it and finally get to shake hands with everybody. Tell fish and tales or whatever y'all want to carry on about, and sit down and have some good supper somewhere too. That'd be one good thing, sitting up there getting a good bite to eat. All right, so if I'm reading Todd's comment, Todd, are you talking about Wednesday to Saturday coming into Nobby this year? There you go. My kind of thinking, Tom. My kind of thinking. Low key. Could it'd be cool, sit down with Bob and the speakers, and be able to chit chat with them ones in that hotel. But ones like Cayman and Bob and all the bigger names out there, they're going to be so bombarded by folks wanting to say hello and shake hands and chew the fat and whatnot. Just me and mine. I wouldn't want to, I guess, I don't want to really say bother them, while you at the hotel or something, because especially like Mr. Bob Benny, he's a good fella and he tries to talk with everybody as much as he can, and this and that. But sometimes it's got to be overwhelming at some points to where, like, look, I just got to breathe a minute, and you get back to a place like y'all talking about, somewhere that's kind of low key. Everybody ain't in that one building, then you kind of get a little bit more one on one with folks, and not feel like you're burdening anybody or putting the pressure on the talk. Yeah. DC said, "Yeah, I don't want to be that guy." I'm not. Folks ain't got to worry about me pestering too terribly bad. Uh, I'm not a big. I respect people for what they do and how they do things, but I don't try to put somebody above on just because of who you are. Uh, now I do give credit where credit's due and respect where it's due as well, but uh, I guess some can get a little, I guess, to a point where it's kind of like they're idolizing some folks, and ain't nobody ever got to worry about that with this. But it will be interesting to sit down and you know shake hands and see those folks that do have that knowledge and able to give people good, clean advice on how to do things in this beekeeping business. In Amber, there you go. Well, DC, hopefully you can make it out there too, my friend. Especially, what's your final numbers on your honey right now, DC? What you saying? Your blackberry's going to be a good pull for you? Yeah, that's the thing. That's what you just bring some money. We're going to, if it works out, we'll have enough to drop by, visit, probably bring a few things home. But I just want to, say hey to everybody, shake hands, and check out what the I see Hannah there. Yeah, that's the main thing to cut stops. Lord willing, it won't, but we'll just see how it goes. But like I say, shake hands, talk to everybody a few minutes, and see the whole layout of the Navi there. Okay, good deal, Grayson. We're gonna try to make it this year too. Maybe work out we'll all be able to get together. Okay. All right. DC saying I say 8 or 9 mediums and 2 deep by the time I'm done. Good deal, brother. Maybe you get a good haul out of it, and that'll get you enough to where you can at least get to Navi, or get you real close to a mark where you will be able to get out there. Well, I hope you'll be able to finish on out with that 22. Now, I will say to Brian and Miss Kathy's comment there, they saying that's to be their fourth time. Everyone is super nice. Everybody that we have had the pleasure of meeting so far and actually shaking hands with have been just fine folks. Uh, you know, Lee come by here a few years ago and visited with us, and we was able to go visit with him earlier this year in Louisiana, and we finally was able to meet Joey and Miss Lisa and shake hands with them, sit down and fellowship. We had a good time over there at Lee's during all that. Uh, Meeting Dirt Rooster, Dirt Rooster, good fella there. Uh, and met with Bob, his wife, when Bob come down for what was it, the Mississippi conference a few years ago. I think he was uh, doing something with those happy tablet things. They had come down, sell some of them things during that Mississippi conference, met with Bob and his wife. We went out with Dirt Rooster and them, had a little bit of supper that evening. And but yeah, so far everybody's been some fine folks. Yeah, Tom, I believe we would. 'Cause I'll sit down and chew the fat with most anybody, and it don't matter as long as we get in a good conversation about things. Uh, we're gonna have a good time at it. Mhm. Let's see. Let me get back up here a little bit. I missed any. It's JW. Stay out of them taverns. Oh yeah, man, we had a blast over there. And you, Tom, you've been in there. Lee's get up is just it's kind of overwhelming, I guess, or maybe for somebody in my world because I'm not used to a whole bunch of technology around. Except for, I mean, the biggest we got is this laptop and our cell phones. And yeah, y'all pretty well know I'm not a technology guy at all. But uh, when you walk into Lee's, it's like walking into a spaceship, pretty much, with a monitor and buttons everywhere to push. Yeah, I hope we get back over there. We want to try to make a trip to visit with Mr. Ed sometime. We kind of jawed back and forth with him about getting over there and visiting with him. Maybe we can do that in the next couple months. Uh, Go visit with Mr. Ed, see Brian and Miss Kathy, and Laura willing, get by and see Mr. Mike Berry this go around. Because we was going to try to see Mr. Mike Berry when we was coming back from Lee's, but the there was some bad weather coming in that day, and we wasn't able to swing by and see Mr. Mike Berry. But we'll love to sit down and fellowship with those men as well. Yeah, we done made it over our 2 hours, but we fix and roll out ourselves too, y'all. Kind of seeing everybody dropping on out. But yeah, it's been a good chat. We appreciate everybody dropping by. Todd, brother, I'll try to rummage around, see if I can, on a serious note, see if I can find you the ant concoction there, and I'll get that link sent to you, and you can read over it, what them old timers was doing back in the day. Keep the A's out. The Tower of Power, as they call it. That dude's got it going on, that's for sure. And plus, what you can't see off a camera right there. Yeah, he got all kind of gadgets and contraptions and this and that in there as well. And hopefully, maybe talk to him about a webcam, and we may do a test run on this laptop once we get a webcam for this laptop to see if that'll work in any kind of way. And if it does, then that'll add a little bit more to our little show here, if you will, because we'll be able to share and show y'all actually what we're looking at whenever we get into that old bee journal and things like that. But yeah, we're gonna mosey on, I reckon. But thank you again for everybody for dropping by. Appreciate all the prayers. Please continue to pray for Philip and his family as they're going through this season, and many others on our prayer list. I know everybody's appreciative on that end. But till then, God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see y'all on the next one. Or talk to y'all tomorrow night in Grayson's chat. Till then, y'all take care.
Well, guess that's it for today. See you next time at Gunline Bees.